Hello, this is All2323 and welcome to another tactics and tips video for campaigns and stuff like that. My next one I'm probably going to do let's pick I have an idea. Numidia. Numidia, as you know, was one of the first Total War Network challenge which Biscuits had set. Lots of people didn't do well, lots of people did well. It was a mixed response, and because of it was the first one, it didn't really kind of match properly and stuff like that. So basically, the problems of Numidia are low fertile everywhere, apart from Tingy, and is this? No, this is no fertile. No, low actually. So you're not gonna get that much money. I've not spent any money, and I'm only getting 159. So money is a big problem. However, what you can do is diplomat, go to Carthage and just get as much money as you possibly can. Also, taking Nepti is also a good idea because it gives you more money. Now, one of the problems which many of the people who did the challenge faced was, what do we do with Sphera? Because of it's closest to Egypt, which means you're gonna lose it, which of course is very bad. So some people, including myself, literally just abandoned it and just ran. Someone, I can't remember who it was, Nicole maybe, tried to take Cyrene. Others just ran. However, Biscuits did do something rather brave, because if he knew if he didn't attack Egypt, Egypt would just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So what he did was very cleverly actually took Thebes, Memphis and Alexandria. This ruined the Egyptian economy and thus making them less powerful. It was amazing how he did it, because of Egypt at that point in time had, I think it was 4 full army stacks rather than just this. And I think he did it with 1.5 armies, so it was very good, but he used the geography of the map to his advantage, like fighting bridge battles and so on and so forth. Also, another thing to mention about Numidia is that the units suck. That's not what I meant to do. Is it this one? No, it's this one. You can get Numidian Legionnaires, which is very good and very helpful. Legionnaires, that reminds you of the Roman Legionnaires, or even the Seleucid Legionnaires. These Numidian Legionnaires are terrible. One, they lose to Hastati. No, Principes. They just barely win against Hastati in a 1-to-1 fight with no Pila. The second problem is that the Numidian Legionnaires cannot go into testudo formation, which, let's say you're going against a settlement with walls like Carthage, but you want to have your troops close behind, so as soon as the wall walls are down or the siege tower is up or whatever, you can just send your men running up. You cannot do that with Numidia, because they can't go into testudo formation. If they've got one unit of archers, you will lose so many units. So it's very risky doing it. Very. The next thing, which I will mention, which actually worked and seems quite well, is actually taking Spain. Because of that gives you entrance to Gaul, which means you don't have to go immediately to Rome, which just seems brilliant, perfect. Although, if you're going to go for the Spain route, you will definitely have to take Parma, and maybe even Caralis if the Romans haven't. The reason being is what happened to me, is that I took Sicily, but then Carthage sent an army down to Carthage to try and take it, so I moved an army across the sea to defend. But then all Carthage did was bring 2 armies down here. So it was a war of attrition which I was losing, which was bad. However, one thing which I will advise is definitely take Sicily as soon as possible, because of the high fertility rate. You just get so much money. The reason why Spain is a good option is it's medium fertility all the way around, which... What on earth is my sister saying? Okay, hopefully you didn't hear that. But basically, the advantage with Spain is the units suck. They have no armor, which means Numidian cavalry can easily defeat them. And also, with the new settlements, they have mines, which gets you more economy and more money, which means you can get more armies and so on and so forth. Which means that when I said Biscuits took Egypt, instead of using 1.5 armies, you could use 3 armies against 3, or whatever. So that's beneficial. Or you could just ignore Egypt altogether and just go through Gaul. Okay, you're going to meet the Romans faster, but honestly, that's better than meeting them later, because what I had is, by the time I finally took Carthage and Sicily, the Scipii had urban cohorts and so on and so forth, which just made it so hard to take them. So meeting one Roman faction early on can be so beneficial, because of you then ruin their economy, which means they can't get urban cohorts, and you may even distract the Scipii or the Brutii to start fighting over here, or start fighting where your home land is, which is just beneficial, because of then you're fighting on home turf. You just wait outside, like you wait here, and then an army lands and then you attack. Also, another problem with the Numidians early on is the elephants, which I believe they're currently situated in Lilybaeum. I believe, I can't be too certain. But they're really annoying and hard to deal with. To take them out, you need quite a bit of Numidian cavalry, so you can run away fast enough and just throw spears at them. But unfortunately, once you run out of javelins, you're a bit... what's the word I'm looking for? Screwed, yes. So then, my advice is just to get your cavalry units in like a surrounding formation and just charge them in. Unless you've got like some javelin men, which is always a good thing to have. Also, in terms of what to build with the cities, is the settlements with low fertility, like this place. What is best to build is roads and then a shrine to Milkwat. They increase tradable goods. A land clearance wouldn't really do much. Well, not yet. When it gets to the high level farms, that's when they start doing things. But you have to get to the high level first. With Serta, because of its medium fertility, land clearances are better than it would be down there. Also, then our roads. Actually, I would say get a road before you get the farm, because of the roads just increase movement and trade. So and it takes 1 turn, so it's just you get the benefit instantly. With Sphera down here, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Don't bother with roads. Just don't. Because of where are they going to build roads to? To Egypt? I wouldn't do that. So just build trader and whatever. And you may even want to get rid of this shrine to get the Shrine of Milkwat, or however you say it. But there you go with this tactics and tips videos. I haven't really actually given you tactics and tips, really. I've just said what you could do and what would be best to do. However, the problem is, because Numidia is weak, and probably one of the worst factions in the game ever, you cannot have a solid plan. It has to move around so much. Because of, let's say, okay, you take Carthage, but you're being attacked here by Spain. You then have to focus here. You can't just go, I've got an army there. I've got an army there. I can ignore it. No, you can't. You have to attack. Or with here, for example, as soon as you see an Egyptian army here, you then have to make a choice. Do I want to try and take these 3 settlements, or do I just want to run? If you're gonna run, remember to demolish. You get the money back, or you get part of the money back. But I didn't build this, so I'm getting free money. So that's just excellent. Also, taking rebel settlements is always brilliant and good. Ooh, that's something which I may do. If I ever do a Numidian campaign, which isn't a challenge. Is I may take Cyrene, and then take, this place. Kidonia. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Because of just having those two are medium fertility and medium fertility, so income, money. And this place is probably one of the hardest places to take because of you can't really land anywhere. And then you just get an army, march out and attack. So that's something which I may do. But definitely taking the islands are gonna be very helpful for you. I do wonder why the makers of Rome Total War didn't actually make a settlement here. Because they had to actually take two. The Romans had to take both of them. They didn't just take one and got both instantly. But oh well, I can't get everything, so there you go. This has been the Tactics and Tips video. I hope you have enjoyed, and I shall see you next time.